Thanks for joining our running program. We just thought it would be important that if you had a smartwatch that you'd be able to program it. I have a Garmin, so that's what I use, and I use Garmin Connect. You have the option of using your Garmin Connect app on your phone, or you can use your laptop, desktop. I find that it just is a little bit easier to manipulate everything on my desktop. So I've gone into Garmin Connect, I already opened it up. I'm going to go into training and I click on workouts. And so we are going to put in the first workout that we're doing this week. And it is a 5-minute warm up at an easy pace, 3 rounds of drills, and then we actually get into the meat of the workout, which is some repeats. So I'm going to create a repeat. We know that this is a speed workout 1 or sprint workout 1. So we'll say speed work 1, and that way we can always modify this to following weeks. So we know this is repeats, we know there's a warm-up, so we've got some options here as a warm-up, we've got cool down, so we're going to leave it as a warm-up. We know the warm-up duration is for time, so we've got 5 minutes. The other thing I can do once I've got that 5-minute warm-up there is I can actually add more things. So some of the things I can do is I can put in pace, speed, cadence, or my heart rate zones. I have my heart rate zones figured out for my watch, so I'm going to put in just an easy warm-up for that. Now, you could add, if you just look at the screen, and you're looking at the screen already, obviously, I could add a step, and I could put in a bunch of steps, and I can drag and reorder everything. So I could put in a bunch of steps and do my 8 sets of 20 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest, then my 10 seconds of sprinting, and then my 1 minute of rest. But that all of a sudden just becomes very, very labor intensive. We're trying to make this super easy. So all I did was, I might have done that too quickly, is I added a repeat, not a step. And if I grab onto my cooldown and put that at the bottom, so there's my cooldown at the bottom. So I know that I have 4 steps that have to happen in my repeat. So I'm just going to add these in. So again, if I click on it, drag it down, and see how there's that little line that pops in the bottom there. It'll automatically go down to the bottom. What I want to do is I want to come up into that spot and see that pop in to the actual repeat box. So there it is. Again, grab the next one, put that in there. It doesn't really matter where they are once they're in there. I can fix that. So I'm going to drag the recover down and put that right out of the box. Oh, it's going to be difficult now. We'll just play around with that and fix it in a second. So I know that I have 20-second sprint. So I'm going to leave that as a run. I'm going to put down time and 20 seconds. Oh, not 200 seconds. And again, I could put my intensity level, I could put speed or anything like that, but I don't really want you to worry about that right now. So we're going to leave that blank. Then I have my 30 seconds of rest, I should say. Put that in. And then I have one more run, and I have that for 10 seconds. It's a sprint again. So 10 seconds. Oops. And then I have my rest again, which is 1 minute. Okay, so I have that set up the way I want it. So 20 seconds of sprinting, 30 seconds of rest, 10 seconds of sprinting, and 1 minute of rest. And I know that looking at the program, it's 8 repeats. So I'll just put 8 repeats in there. And my cooldown, I'm going to leave the cooldown obviously as a cooldown, but instead this time I'm just going to actually put in till I press my lap button. So I don't need to go to the track, don't need to see anybody. I can just run side streets, stay off the beaten path. I've got everything kind of dialed in there. The reason I put in for my cooldown as press the lap button is I'm probably just going to run out from home, hit 4 of these repeats, still running away from home, and then hit the other 4 coming back. But I might be a little bit closer to home. I might be a little bit further from home. So if I press my lap button, it'll just keep on going until I obviously press my lap button and the workout is done. So the only thing I need to do now is I need to just save the workout. So I save it. So it's in here now, and it will show up in my the next time I sync my computer, or sorry, my watch to my Garmin Connect, it'll actually pop up into the actual workouts. So now if I go to workouts and click on workouts, and I've got a bunch here, so we'll go all the way to the bottom. So, I even put in some pool workouts, but that's something to talk about at a later date. And here's my speed work one. So it's in here, the date I created it. The cool thing about this is though, is now if I wanted to have another speed workout the next week, I can actually click on here. I can save a copy, and it says copy, but I could change that, just edit that, and I could change that to speed workout 2, and then I can just modify from there. So it just makes it a little bit easier. And again, when I sync my watch to my Garmin Connect, it'll all pop up. Anyways, I hope that helps. If you have any questions, you have any difficulty, shoot us a quick message and we'll do our best to get back to you right away and help you out.